I just wanted to discuss. So in 1996-97, you basically quietly amassed over 10% of Bharti Telecom, and you had demanded a board seat, which like Sunil Mittal had refused.
Sunil Mittal was powerful. He used a political influence. If I have not sold that, not 10, 20%, I got 20%. That shares will be worth now 80,000 crore. And I sold it for a paltry sum of 175 crore. That also Sunil Mittal took a long time to pay. And then I asked for interest. Sunil Mittal said, your finance people has not asked me to pay interest. They should have told me and put it in the agreement. So after a long time, I got back my money. It is not Sunil Mittal's mistake. Okay. See, when a lion attacks the deer, it is always a deer's mistake. Nobody finds fault with the lion to attack a deer. The deer should have the skill to run away. And I was a deer and I was not having a high-speed running skill. So the lion hit me.
Mm-hmm. At that time, how many telecom companies were
Whatever,
there?
I don't remember. That is a old story. So forget it. In fact, Financial Express at that time wrote an article supporting me. Said, if I have a shares, you should register. He refused to register.
Got it.
I also owned 32% of UB Limited. But I sold it to Vijay Mallya when he asked me that you have no interest in liquor business, sell it back. But if I have not sold that, I would have made 4,000 crore in that. So these are all the mistakes I made. I used to own HFCL also, Mahendra Nataji's company. I sold it. He asked me to sell in the market for 80 crore. After 3 days, it went to 800 crores. So I lost the money.
3 days, 10x?
Just 3 days. See, at that time, Congress was in power. So you can do all the manipulations. And I won't say it is Congress who manipulated. Okay. The rules were not this strict. Now everything is digital. So you have a trace. I sold it for 80 crores. 3 days later, it went to 800 crores. I believed that God is not kind to me at that time. But now I believe God is extra kind to me. So it's a difference. See, forget about this. To quote a small example, I was living in Fremont, California. Netflix people came to sell 35% of the company for $30 million to me. At that time, they were putting only video cassettes exchange. And I had more than $80 million in my account. And I could have easily bought it. My team said, we can't buy a video cassette companies. We never thought that they will become so big. We were stupid. We have not believed that it can happen. If I was lucky, and if I would have bought 35%, and I continue to be lucky, not have sold the shares, okay, today I will be worth minimum 20 billion. Okay. So these are past mistake, missed opportunities. You call it luck or fate. Because success itself is defined as skill plus luck. By a guy who got a Nobel Prize in psychology. And great success is 30% more skill and tons of luck. So I believe in future, I will have that skill plus that skill, and I will also borrow skill, and I will borrow time by paying money, and then will get tons of luck. Then I will come for a podcast which will be interesting, how I made my 10 billion by coming back.